Hey everybody, how y'all doing? So, this is a quick little video based on something I just found in a junk store. Got this for $1. You can see the Kids WB logo. Show you how old this is. This is from the original CardCaptor Sakura dub, and it's called Power Play. We open it up, and it's apparently based on the television script by Meredith Woodward, so we are definitely dealing with the dub, and they are not even going to acknowledge that this was done by something in Japan. Anyway, here we go. It comes with a sticker, as somebody was curious when I first posted about it, of the power card. And it says Power Play right here. I'm going to start reading this. It looks like the art inside is mostly screenshots, but here we go. The cards were sealed inside the Cloud Book to keep their powers under control. They can cause serious problems when they're free. I was put in charge of guarding them, but I sort of fell asleep. Then a girl named Sakura Avalon, white people, opened the book and whammo! All of the cards escaped. Sakura has magical powers, but she's not always sure how to use them. With my help, she's already captured some of the cards. I can hardly wait until she captures them all. Then I'll get my magic back and return to my true form. I know it's hard to believe, but I'm really a huge ferocious lion. For the record, they have not actually shown what Kiro looks like. Here is the first two-page spread. I don't like to brag, but I am an expert on the Cloud cards. I try to help Sakura out whenever I can, like that day that she went to the zoo for a school field trip. Talk about an unexpected adventure. It all started the morning of the trip. Sakura's older brother Tori saw something wild on the news. Someone had turned the penguin slide at the zoo upside down. The slide weighs a ton, and no one could figure out who had done it or why. And again, I enjoy how sexy he's posing there. It really amuses me. Sakura's dad packed her a great lunch that day. Did I mention that he's an awesome cook? The smell of that meatloaf sandwich, not a rice ball, not ornigiri, but a meatloaf sandwich, and those chocolate chip cookies was too good to resist. I hitched a ride in Sakura's backpack and fell fast asleep. It didn't take long for weird things to start happening at the zoo. Sakura was looking at the elephants with all her friends. All of a sudden, a gigantic crash shook the ground. Sakura's card captor senses told her a cloud card was on the loose, but where? Thankfully, they were smart enough not to show us the onigiri rice balls. That is actually a meatloaf sandwich in this dub. It was lucky for Sakura that I had tagged along that day. Boy, was she surprised when she found me in her backpack. I was hoping it was time for lunch, but then Sakura told me about the strange crash. Something was very wrong. It was time to capture a card. We heard another crash and ran toward it. Sakura's best friend Madison went with us. She doesn't have any special powers, but she likes to watch all of Sakura's battles. She usually brings a video camera along too. Oh yes. Madison, which is not her actual name, obviously, definitely likes to watch. Oh, Clamp. See? And we're now halfway through the book because I now see the staples. All of that banging and crashing had scared everyone out of the zoo. That was a good thing. Sakura shouldn't use her magic with people around. A herd of frightened zebras ran past us. Then another crash made us all jump. Huge holes appeared in the concrete, like an invisible giant was stomping on the ground. This was one strong card. We followed the crashes to the elephant pen. That's where we saw a mother elephant soar straight up into the air. The cloud card was lifting her as if she was as light as a feather. Her baby elephant stared up at her and trumpeted in fear. And there is our Where's my finger? There. There's our flying elephant friend. The art here actually gets a little more interesting. Sakura pulled the magic key I had given her the day we met. She said the words that changed the key into her sealing wand. To capture a cloud card, Sakura would have to point her wand towards the card spirit and say the magic words. The card spirit would then be trapped, sealed back in the form of a card. And believe me, a sealed cloud card is a lot safer to have than a free one. Sealed cards can also come in pretty handy. Sakura can use their powers to help her return other cloud spirits to their card forms. All she has to do is touch her wand to the sealed card and you guessed it, say the magic words. Now she touched her card to Windy, a card she had captured. Windy, she shouted, release and dispel. The power of Windy formed a huge gust of air that floated the elephant safely to the ground. And I like that we're starting to get the sigils and a good shot of the Windy. Then I figured it out. There was only one card strong enough to lift a 1-ton slide and an elephant. The power card. In order to capture it, Sakura would have to be even stronger. I explained to Sakura and Madison, as the guardian beast of the cloud, I know all the strengths and weaknesses of almost every card. Power's biggest weakness is pride, I said, and it likes to show off. Sakura dared power to show itself. She knew that it couldn't fight power unless she could see it. And a dare seemed a good way to get a proud spirit to take on its visible form. A circle of concrete exploded right in front of her. That was too close for comfort. Sakura used her jump card to leap out of the way at the last second. And again, we've got more art of Kiro. It's actually the same art that's on the cover. And we've got art of the jump. Sakura was beginning to panic. Listen, I told her, you have to name a contest. I knew Power couldn't resist a good challenge. It does like to show off. Sakura did as I said. She shouted tug of war. The power card then showed itself for the first time. She looked like a sweet girl in a pink outfit, but she sure didn't act sweet. Sakura and Power grabbed hold of a long rope. They started a tug of war. I told Sakura to use her Windy card to beat Power. Windy's strength could definitely blow Power away and make Power lose her grip on the rope, but Sakura couldn't let go of the rope to touch her wand to the Windy card. Then she got some heavy-duty help. The mother elephant had taken up Sakura's end of the rope with her trunk. So I actually really like the art for her. The elephant pulled on the rope. Sakura was still having a hard time beating Power. Madison and I cheered her on, but there was nothing we could do to help. Then the weirdest thing happened. 1 second Power seemed to be winning, then in the next moment Power was on the ground. Had she lost her grip on the rope? Impossible. Even with the help of the elephant, Sakura definitely had been losing. It had seemed as though time had stopped for a second. I sensed another cloud card might be nearby, but where? Sakura jumped up and down and cried, "All right, I did it!" She thanked her elephant friend for helping. The art on this particular page is not that interesting. We are almost done. We've got another 3 pages. Sakura used her sealing wand for the last time that day. She raised it over Power's head and said the magic words that would seal the spirit to a card. Now return to your power confined, she shouted, Power. The girl in pink disappeared. She returned to the form of a card. I have to admit that was my favorite part of the afternoon. Besides lunch, of course. Still, I can't help but wonder what really happened during that tug-of-war. I have a funny feeling another card captor was involved. His name is Lee Showron, and it is spelled Showron. It does not look Japanese in the slightest. He's in Sakura's class at school, and he's not exactly a fan of hers. Did he use his magic to help Sakura capture the card? Maybe he's starting to like her after all. Like Sakura, Lee can use the magic of the cards he's already captured, and my super cloud card senses tell me there was another card around. It's like I always say, expect the unexpected. I do like that they found a reason to shove an image of Lee in there. I forget his actual name. Wow, I'm glad the power card is back where it belongs. That pink costume and pretty face didn't fool me for a second. Any card that loves a challenge that much and is that strong is sure to cause major trouble. Power was big trouble. Did you notice that Sakura needed 2 cards to help her fight Power? The gusts from the Windy card sure came in handy to bring that elephant in for a landing. And without the help of the jump card, Sakura would be flat as a pancake right now. Hey, did somebody say pancakes? I'm starved. See you next time. And then the last picture here is of the cards that were used, and we have a second sticker of the power card. And that's everything. I'm just going to... Okay. I'm going to read the back of the book as well. Hey there, card fans. Capture the play-by-play and all the card captors actions from me, Kiro, guardian beast of the seal. Power likes to show off. It is trashing the zoo, destroying cages, setting animals free, and slam dunking the elephants. It's a super strong card. Now Sakura's got to beat Power in a tug of war and put an end to all this monkey business. Good thing I'll be there to help her out. And the one place that has anything mentioning Clamp and Kushida is right here. But I'm really, really rolling my eyes that it's adapted by this white person and based on the television script by another white person, not even acknowledging that it's from a dubbed anime that was written by somebody else. They're just talking about the translation in dub. But anyway, that's it. I know I had some friends that would be interested in seeing this. So there you go. Have a good one, guys.